Aries, I keep feeling the tension in your readings lately, building between you and somebody else. Like you're done waiting on them to figure it out. You know, you've given the signs, you've held your patience, and now it's like either show up for me or I'm moving on. But deep inside, you don't know if you truly can stick to your guns, right? But either way, I don't know if they realize how close you are to making that move. You might not even realize how close you are either. All right. Woo, welcome back to my channel and your weekly love reading. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we do have the Tower right here. So I keep going. Look, look. Oh, that's your energy. Mars energy. Aries, this week, you're standing at a crossroads, but something's going to change. With Mars entering Sagittarius too and opposing Uranus retrograde, you may surprise yourself. The universe may surprise you. This is definitely not wait mode anymore. This is move mode. Someone in your energy is going to feel you shift, feeling the tension, and this might just make them or challenge them to respond. So we're going to explore who this person is, what they're really feeling, and what Spirit wants you to understand about this connection. Then, like always, at the end of the video, I always walk through each zodiac signs, thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. So ground yourself always and set your intentions, you know, what you want to get out of this, and let's get into it. All right. So your energy right now, let's take a look. Eighth of Cups. I mean, you're feeling the love. You know, you want to get the party started. You want to follow where your heart's leading you. There is an energy of love around you. You know, this card always reminds you to make sure you're filling your cup too as well. But this is a blessing coming your way. The Ace of Cups is showing this new beginning. You have that Tower energy, Aries, Scorpio. It's like divine knows exactly what you've been waiting on, what you want. And here you are, you know, you feel something, you know something. And, you know, this is where the new start begins. There could be a new love offer coming your way. Maybe you're interested in somebody new, you know, but we do see love is in the air here. What is your challenge? And I see the Eight of Pentacles, right? Commitment, getting somebody to step up and, you know, commit to a connection, being loyal and trusting that the people or the person that you're connecting to is going to work with you here, is going to focus on you. Are you dealing with people, you know, that don't give you enough attention? They're always focused on something else, or they're part-time, right? They procrastinate. You know, they want to make it work. They seem, you know, very interested, but it always seems like there's some sort of stagnancy here with this as a challenge. It's like you're wanting somebody to work with you because, you know, if we do this together, it's always better. We can make this work and we can move along. But you may be, this could be the week where you're actually, you know, like I said, you're surprising yourself. You are ready to go. You are ready to make something real happen. And so you may surprise yourself this week. So let's see the energy, their energy, and their challenge. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles as their energy, right? So I can see, you know, this, you know, slowish energy, this very cautious energy. This person can, you know, depending on their challenge though, can always make a good, you know, good promise. They can always say, we'll meet here, we'll do this, and, you know, and then, you know, it just seems like it always sounds good, but do they always follow through? All right. And the Knight of Pentacles, in most cases, in most healthy cases, that you seem like you're committing with somebody. The Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is going to be somebody that the slow and steady type, but they're always going to show you that they're in it. All right. They just happen to be a little bit more practical, cautious about things. You know, they're hardworking. They want to get everything in, all their ducks in a row before they just jump into a relationship. Right. So I do see that they are kind of moving at a slower pace, which for you could feel really stagnant. For them, it might feel normal. Right. That's, you know, the name of the game, always trying to see the other person's perspective. and accepting their perspective. And if we can't vibe with it, this is where we can't change another person. We have to make that decision if this is a good life partner for me. All right, but I am seeing here you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. What is their challenge? The Two of Pentacles. All right. So it does seem like this person either has to compromise with you, right? Meet you halfway. And they could have a lot going on. This is always telling me juggling maybe a couple of jobs, a lot in life, a lot of problems, or it's hard for them to make that next step, just one day at a time for this person. They may overthink, get overwhelmed, and also for some of you, there may be another relationship and they need to shit or get off the pot, right? But I am seeing here that this is a person who knows they've got to step up their game or work, get things organized. And for some of you, it is somebody who is working hard, all right? And they're doing the best they can. But it's about compromise between the two of you. How can we meet each other halfway? It seems like you're not feeling like you're getting your needs met, but your person here is feeling like they're a little overwhelmed. All right, let's see. Any external influence in this relationship? And I see the Magician card. You have Gemini energy here too as well. What should you know about this? The High Priestess. All right, so this here tells me that somebody here is very attracted to you. Somebody sees you, right? They may be keeping silent. They're trying to observe. This person may shut down a little bit, especially if they're overwhelmed. I'm not necessarily getting that. Maybe some of you have another person observing you, observing the situation. They seem to have your best interest at heart. I am getting that. All right. I do see a Pisces energy. I see a Gemini and a Virgo. And so there's communication here, honest. Maybe somebody's been holding back a little bit. I think what just came through is somebody wasn't feeling the pressure as much before, and they maybe weren't feeling this feeling like you're for real this time, like they're seeing something different in you, they're observing you, and they're getting this aha moment where, I better, make a decision or step up because you might end up moving on, right? And you might be nudging some people because this person is very attracted to you. The Magician card is like, I want to make this work. I mean, we're on the same vibe here. I mean, I'm very attracted. I see you. I trust this connection, but I do keep secrets. I do keep things to myself. All right. So what does Spirit want you to know about this? I see the Fool card. So really it's about commitment. It's about being afraid to jump in and make a mistake. Your person here, the Knight of Pentacles, is very cautious, right? So the Fool card, Aries energy, you're not. You're just like, hell yeah, let's go. I mean, you're not stupid. It isn't just because the Aries goes in head first doesn't mean that, it means you're ready to take on the world. Let's go, right? I'll take care of each challenge as it comes. That's your job, right? The leader. And, this might intimidate them. But if you see these cards, it looks like it inspires them too. But the Two of Pentacles, come on, Aries, work with me, all right? But you're like, hell no, keep up with me. That's what it feels like. I've got to move, Aries. And this person is feeling like there must be some energetic exchange here with all this divine energy. Like this person is like, maybe I've made too many excuses. Maybe I've gone back and forth too many times. Maybe I have, not followed through with plans. I've made plans, I changed plans, whatever. And now I'm really feeling like Aries is getting sick of this shit and ready to go. All right. So they hear you, right? They got it. They got the memo. All right. So let's see their possible next actions and the outcome. And then we'll look at Aries and Pisces. So we have a Four of Pentacles here. All right. The Four of Pentacles showing up here for actions. And I have the Three of Wands. All right. So this is steady progress for me. All right, your person is going from the Two of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. It looks like somebody here is going to make the effort to bring some more stability to this connection. They don't want to see you move on, but I do get this feeling that they're worried that you are keeping your options open. All right, so that they may be kind of worried about you moving on from them, but at the same time, you really got a little bit nervous, a little bit scared at the same time. So you're making them take an uncomfortable step forward. And for you, that's good. That'll show you, if this person does step up, that'll show you that this person, really loves, really cares about you, because it's hard for them to take this step, right? This quickly, but they don't want to lose this opportunity with you. And that's what I'm feeling here. But you do have somebody here that's very, very rigid, very stuck in their ways, and very cautious still, and can also be very, I save, I preserve, you know what I mean? I don't like to always make plans. This person might have some financial issues. That's why they're planning for a big move, or to buy something. And, to have a relationship costs moolah. You want to go on a date, you want to go out, and some of you like, I'm worth it. Yeah, but this person's like, well, I need to make the money to, to provide, right? And I'm just not in that place to meet your standards just yet. It could be that. And so let's see the possible outcome. And I am seeing the Ten of Swords here. All right. So this is where it gets tricky. We're going to have to look at Aries through Pisces. So I'm seeing the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. That tells me a lot of things, but for this reading, 11-11, it tells me some of you saying, bye, I'm going to hang out with some friends. Some of you saying, I need my happiness, I'm not waiting around. And this might be the action you take. You may surprise yourself this week with, no, but this is unpredictable, energy. Like all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm ready to go party, whatever party is to you. It could be go hanging out in the strawberry fields. I don't know, right? But it does look like you're choosing to walk away from something, regardless of how painful it might be, even if it's just temporary, Aries, and hang out with some friends and have a good time. Some of you, this could even be your person making a decision to reconcile. You can look at it either way. But it's going to be, you're at a crossroads here. So a crossroads says we're either ending something because we don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going down the same road, or, and we're moving on, or we're finally going to come together and meet at the same page, right? And take that next step. So this is going to be one of those weeks where, it's a surprise, surprise, surprise. All right. And you have the Tower card. So the Tower's at play here, which means, God is speaking. The universe is speaking. The universe has been hearing you and wants to give you what you want. And the universe is going to come in and say, consequences here for some of you. You saw it coming. Let's go, right? It's time to move. So let's see Aries through Pisces for you, and try to dive in a little bit more when it comes to this connection for my Aries. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, so all these have been cleansed, cleared for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pick your person's placements, meditate on it while I'm shuffling. I have already shuffled, but I'm just going to move them for you. We're looking at their thoughts, feelings, intentions towards Pisces right now. I love this part of it. Usually it's so amazes me, the synchronicities. But also remember, though, that sometimes, it's just not all going to fit, so don't make it fit. All right. And if you want a personal reading, you have two options. You can say happy birthday to Scorpio and win one on this video, or you can hit that little QR code where you'll find my website and my beautiful candle shop, where I have 3 Aries candles left, and they're 3 of one of a kind. I will not make any more of those kind. All right. Let's see. All right, Aries, let's get into it. You're connected to an Aries, their thoughts. There's the Magician. So we always look for synchronicity when we're doing this. All right, the Magician got you on my mind. 2 of Wands. There's a crossroads, right? It is what it is. It's like Aries. This is you, and your person is an Aries too. So you're going to be mirroring each other in a little bit way. But this first one's always, it seems to match the reading I just did. It's like, all right, I know what I want and I'm going to make it happen. I feel pulled. So your Aries does feel pulled to connect with you, right? They're feeling your vibe, your frequency, your energy, right? And the 2 of Wands is I got to reach out, right? So you may get another Aries reaching out to you this week, or this is also your energy of, especially with the Devil, right? Their intentions towards you, or how they view you. They may be seeing you getting mad. They're pulling out some of that side of you where, you know, it's intense, right? And so the Two of Wands is they're feeling this pull. Some of you, you know, getting at that, you know, we're going to make something happen here, right? Because they're feeling that energy for you. They know you're focusing on them and what needs to happen. And same as them to you. So let's see the stars, right? Forgiveness coming in. Somebody's really contemplating. Changes are definitely required. And somebody here looks like they were contemplating making adjustments to make this happen with you. Their hidden truth, I've been struggling. All right. And the love oracle, I check on you from afar. I always got my eyes on you. All right, Taurus, we have the Queen of Cups, their thoughts. We have the Page of Wands, their feelings. And we have the Six of Swords. So you have a Taurus here that's really feeling pulled towards you. It's a little scary. They're curious. You know, they want to have fun. They want to play. But, you know, Taurus is a feminine energy, and they really like to feel the moment, be in the moment, all right? And, you know, sometimes they need a little nudge. Obviously, Aries, they feel for you, all right? They're like, man, you're fun, you're fast. You might be a little bit younger than them, but you're definitely different from them. And it seems like their intentions, the Six of Swords, I'm sorry, that's the Four of Swords, all right? Seems like their intention, though, is, you know, they're thinking about reaching out to you and connecting and giving this a shot. But you may be feeling like, you know, they're holding back. They're very introverted here and really processing, thinking about how they feel. And then in this energy, they can feel your energy, all right? They're really thinking about you. So let's see what the stars are saying. I have seduction and affair, the other woman, and there is a Queen of Cups showing up. So I don't know if that's the problem. This is a fling with you, a flirt with you, but I'm falling for you. And there is somebody else in the picture. So what's their hidden truth? I can still see you standing there. It's like, I can't get you off my mind. And I, you know, I abandon people before they abandon me, right? So this is obviously a complicated situation. You can see it in the Taurus reading. It's like you guys are pulled towards each other. You're feeling it, but they go quiet, silent, you know, and if it is because of somebody else, if it's not, don't take it, right? Just don't take that part. But it does seem like they go quiet on you because they're afraid to get hurt. Maybe they've been cheated on before. Right. So you have this kind of push-pull with your Taurus, and this could be the one that you're like, look, we need to make this happen and go, or something has to give. So Gemini, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting on a Gemini. Eight of Wands, their feelings. All right, all right. Eight, the strength, right? So you got eights coming in with your Gemini. It looks like a win with your Gemini. Looks like, you know, they're feeling the pressure. They are going to have the courage to step up. They want to see a future with you, the Seven of Pentacles, but they may have been taking their sweet ass time, you know, to make plans or whatever. But I see plans coming in really fast. And we are seeing, you know, somebody facing their karma, you know, and you know, maybe they've been holding back, not telling you how they really feel. So we see some truth coming up. So what is their hidden truth? I fantasize about you. And can we start over? All right. So Cancer, we have the Seven of Wands. A lot of sevens and eights here. So we got the Five of Pentacles. All right. So you've got a Cancer here that's sort of guarding themselves, right? They're very, very blocked from you. Right? They're struggling though, and maybe they're holding that back. They don't want you to know. All right. Cancers are good at that. We have the Nine of Cups, all right? They desire you. They may like you more than they let on. They do want this, but they may be hiding some insecurities. Cancers don't like to, you know, who does? But for them, though, they'll get triggered if you can, you know, see that they're insecure. All right, so they do have their walls up. They desire you. So what is, you know, I see challenges, but it's time for actions. They need to break through old blocks and patterns, and they need to do the work. So there's a possibility here with the Nine of Cups that your Cancer is realizing they need to step up. They need to be honest and truthful. So let's see. I want you so badly. That's their honest truth. And we have, I will find my way back to you. All right. If that's the case. Leo, we see Three of Pentacles. So Leo's got you, you know, and the Nine of Swords, man. They're like, can we make this work? Right? You got them thinking overtime. but they're coming towards you. They are feeling pulled towards you. So, they may be nervous about regret, something that happened before. Maybe they are just uncertain if this is what they want. There's all kinds of, I'm talking myself out of everything, but I can see it looks as though they're thinking about trying to make this work. And, you're getting tired of waiting for the solution. But we have the Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card can say you may move on, they may, whatever. But here in this reading so far, it feels like their spirit is guiding them to work something out with you. And I am seeing Jupiter, so I'm seeing growth, maybe even traveling to see you, taking their chance, staying optimistic. What's their hidden truth? Your body language says so much. So if you are really giving off a vibe, they're feeling you. They definitely know that if some of you are not messing around, that's it. All right, you're just almost done. All right, I'm getting this was a fling, right? And so this was supposed to be a fling, but obviously the two of you are not letting go of that option, and this could turn into actually something more. Virgo, the Star card, and we have the Temperance card. Beautiful energy, the Two of Pentacles. You guys will make plans in the future here. It seems like this one's inevitable, but it is about balance. It is about compromise and working with one another. You both definitely do desire one another, but the Temperance card is saying you just gotta take your time and roll with it and just see where it takes you. All right, I have Taurus energy, so this is also with your Virgo, this is really about slowing down for some of you. If you want things to happen a lot faster, it looks like they want to be able to give. The seeds have been planted. They really care about you. The Empress energy is here. They're very loyal to you, and they do want to provide. And I am seeing patience right here too. And the Two of Pentacles is showing me that you guys are continually working at it and moving forward. But if this one here just might not be moving as fast as you want it to. I hope I will see you again sometime. All right. So your Virgo might not be somebody that needs to see you every day. And they're just like, yes, I want to see you at some point. We'll get together. We'll make some plans here for the future. And I have fights, arguments, and conflicts, right? So they avoid that. Keep that in mind. Virgo doesn't want to deal with any fights, arguments, or conflicts. And I know some of you like, well, tough shit, that's part of life. But, some people have reached a point, they've had that in their past relationships, and they really want things to vibe nicely. So we need to compromise and not feeling pushed or forced. And it was 222 when I said that. But that seems to be something that really they're afraid of, and they really are trying to avoid. Libra, the World card, their feelings, the Nine of Wands, and you, the Two of Cups. All right, so they think the world of you, and it doesn't look like they want to give up, but they are feeling the pressure, and they're wondering if you guys still have anything or if you still have any feelings for them. The Two of Cups, though, it does look like a deep conversation coming in regarding the relationship. They definitely love your style, who you are, your aura, the way you look. I mean, there is a strong mutual attraction between the two of you. All right, but I don't know what you want. I don't know what to give you. It just seems like I might not be able to make you happy. This might be an ongoing thing between the two of you. And but I feel like you're my soulmate. You have that Two of Cups. It's just, look at you. You're this ascendant. This is telling me that you just have this style maybe they can't keep up with. You have this appearance, this aura, approach, attitude towards life. You want it all. You want to go. And this person might be intimidated by that. That stresses me out, You're hard to please there for your, is that Libra? Virgo was that one, and then Libra, yeah. Libra's finding you hard to please. All right, Scorpio. Don't get triggered, guys, please. If there's too many people out there that these things can be for, and everything in my reading is lighthearted. I try to be. All right. Ace of Swords, Scorpio, got you on their mind. All right, the Empress, right? The way they feel. Their love is growing for you. My son's an Aries. It is me, my mama. Mama Scorpio loves you. Look at my son. My son is the Aries, right? So, babe, I love you. All right. So I am seeing here, though, there could be a child with your Scorpio, Aries. But there is romance. There is beautiful love, beautiful sexual chemistry that could turn into something very long-lasting and loving with you and your Scorpio. Maybe they're seeing the truth, they're seeing their light, they just want to announce it, express it to you, how much they care about you. And I have fire element, instant attraction, passion. This could be that sudden event, that tower that blows your mind, right? With the Scorpio, we are in Scorpio season, so they're glowing, all right? They just can't reach out right now, all right? That's been the hidden truth. You know, I can't reach out. Maybe they are dealing with a mother and a child. There's another relationship. They're thinking about you. They want to talk to you. There's a lot of passion there with you, but you know, I just can't reach out right now. You know, so that could be for some of you. But let's see the oracle. You deserve better than me. Maybe they feel that way as well. Like, you know, I want to be the one that can provide this. Obviously, they have a lot of love for you. But it takes more than love, though, right? More than passion. Sagittarius, you will hear from them with the Ace of Swords, though. It's like they want to reach out. You know, they just can't reach out right now. Sagittarius, the moon card. Sagittarius, Four of Pentacles. So they're trying to control everything. Let's see. And the Eight of Swords. All right. So they're very doubtful of this connection, very scared of this connection. There seems to be a lot of control between the two of you, possession, you know, possessive of each other, can't seem to let go, and they're not bringing you emotional security. So it's really stressing you out. All right. And they know it. So your Sagittarius has a lot of fears. They're constantly changing. They don't want to let go of you. They do want to see where things go, but it's always like, it's always changing, bottom line. And now it's starting to make you feel insecure, right? They doubt everything. Your Sagittarius doubts everything. They're afraid to they're afraid to commit. All right, so let's see what else I get for this. I see Aquarius. They're very free, very independent. They want, you know, they're different. They want to be, you know, unique and out there and different and go their own way. But they still do see a future with you. They do. It's like, I do still want you here in my life. All right, I find you so attractive. All right, and I pull away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. Capricorn, we see the Three of Wands. So there's where we see the progress, and we're seeing the Five of Swords. All right. So we're working through something here to be able to move through. You did, I thought you had the Six of Swords at one point, but they feel confused about where things are going. All right. And I see the Three of Swords. So right now there could be some conflicts between you and a Capricorn. All right. And let's see what's going on. Let me pull some more here, because it looks like there could be separation. They may be confused whether or not they should move on or not. Are we defeated here? Can we fix this? And I get the Moon card. So there's still a lot of feelings going on between you and a Capricorn. You're going through a cycle here. All right. So things may be uncomfortable at the moment because you guys can't seem to agree. You know, so right now it does feel like you're going through things are too uncertain here between you and Capricorn with that Moon card. What's their hidden truth? Leaving you hurt me too. All right, and I gave into temptation. So there definitely could have been some deceit, some lying, and maybe they are having a hard time moving on, and you are too, because you both still feel the feelings, but the deception is there. All right, Aquarius. Five of Cups, another one feeling down, feeling judged for their past, and King of Wands. All right, they're wondering, you know, if you could see a future with something after they did in the past. All right, so let's see what's going on. Aquarius, Pluto, they're going through a lot of change, though. All right, there definitely may have been a tower moment, destruction, something happened. You know, they view you, their intentions, the King of Wands, they want to step up to you. They're attracted to you, but you know, can we let go of something that happened between us? Because there was something powerful that happened. Now their hidden truth, I do understand you better now. And let's see, twin flame. All right. So you are dealing with somebody that feels like a twin flame for you, this Aquarius energy. And so this is going to be an ongoing thing. And right now, even the Five of Cups and the Judgment, sometimes it takes a while for somebody to do this review and to wake up and to and see their own truth. But it's showing me a transformation here. Plutonian energy. Pisces, the Fool card, Fool for my Aries. The Ten of Pentacles. All right, they don't know, but they're like, you know, I feel like you could be the one, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know, the Fool card. You know, if they feel you pulling, they may run closer to you. Let's see their intentions. I have the Page of Swords. Look, I'm not prepared for this. Your Pisces is not prepared, but they definitely are curious, want to see where things go. It's like, you know, let's just not worry about every little detail. Let's just kind of go with the flow. Can't you see it with a Pisces? They're like, you know, definitely I feel your value. I can see a future here, but I don't want to think about the future right now. I want to think about right now. All right, so let's see. We have the 9th house. We see learning. All right, learning each other, spiritual connection, and a long journey ahead of you. All right, and they're wanting to just kind of take their time and move forward. And, you know, it's very spiritual connection here. Maybe some travel involved, a new journey or moving involved with your Pisces. Hidden truth, I want you back. And I love you. I love when I get that. I love you. Who does it just feels so good to hear? I love you. All right, so if you made it this far, I will do your bonus yes, no, Aries, and let's go. Meditate on your question. Try not to ask the same question you've already gotten clarity for because, you know, spirit messes with you. It'll give you opposite answer sometimes. And then you're like, what? And I see you guys crying in the comments, and I'm like, come on. I say, set your intentions. Don't mess with your mind and just have fun. You got a yes. You have the World card. You're seeing success. You're seeing achievement. You're seeing accomplishment, travel, completion, fulfillment, and wholeness. You have Saturnian energy here. And so this is, you know, the prize at the end. You know, you work hard for something. Your discipline pays off. You know, you learned your lessons. And you just got a yes. All right, it could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, as for confirmation. All right, guys, I love you. And hype, like, subscribe, all these things you know help this channel. I appreciate you. And I will see you soon. Take care.